Well, greetings again. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt with the American Orthodontic Society. And we've got a nice chilly morning here in beautiful little Glen Rose, Texas. We've got a few inches of snow on the ground this morning, but we're going to go ahead and try to do this video. We're working with this problem of uprighting teeth and how you can do it. And I've never found a tooth that you couldn't upright, but in this particular case, on the right side of the mouth, there were some teeth that were probably ankylosed to some extent, and they were broken loose. The root structure of these teeth didn't grow quite like it should, but we were able to go ahead and upright them and get them into place, and I'll run through this as fast as we can do that. This is on a young lady, nice young lady, but I mean there's no high angle or anything else going on here, the mouth is lined up pretty good right here if you look. Now when we finish the case, the right side of the mouth is one that had the teeth that didn't, we had to have them luxated, I think, to bring them through, and they had some clips in there. I never found out exactly what was wrong when they referred this young lady to me. So let's get started on it. And then one thing to start with, it was a mouth breather. You see we're hitting inside over here. These teeth need to be way out here like this. So we're going to have to go in with a palatal separator and widen this out. Now our problem teeth are down in this area here. Well, that'll be the right side of the mouth for you. Over on the right side, the person had already, this young lady had shifted her jaw, and so she was closing on the right side, but she shifted the jaw to this side so it would meet like that, and the other side was in the crossbite, and that's where somebody shifted it like that. So we put a palatal separator in, and we expanded it tremendously. And this was 1982 now, and you can kind of follow this along. Now this is 1984, and we're still hadn't really started everything. But here is the amount. Actually, this palatal separator was over in here. We just took the thing and laid it on the model where we had separated, put it on these teeth, and you can see this over here is about this much wider out here. So it spread this out about that much, some on this side and some over on the other side. Palatal separators are neat things. Now when people think they can put a bar down here and get the same result, you got to put something rigid on that tooth. When you expand it, you want the roots to go out with the crown, and you want to definitely increase the airway in cases like this. So let's go ahead. Now this, we're going to run through this stuff. This is 1986, and we're just about to finish it up, and I'm going to go back through the x-rays here in just a minute. We have 11 x-rays. Now we took the, we'll show you the lower arch was just quite smaller than that. I'll have one right showing right when we get to that part of it. Now these clips, they never did tell me exactly what they were doing, but you can see the root structure on these teeth are not going good. And when this tooth right here comes up in there, that's the second molar back in there, and it has a problem with its roots also. And these clips were in the mouth, and we just went ahead and upright the teeth with the clips. and they had, and that didn't stop us. This is 1984, and we're in the mixed dentition. And so you got to stay in here till all these permanent teeth get in the mouth. Now this is the second molar forming down here, and the root structure on it is giving a problem too. So we'll look at it. It comes in tilted over. This is a bad uprighting tooth, and I told you that we could upright anything. And apparently we had to luxate this tooth to get it uprighted, and it's down underneath that area. And there's wisdom teeth forming in here, and we're still in the mixed dentition. So you have to take a long time. Now this is 1985, you see, right here, to finish this case out. And we had to start early on the case with the problems like this. And so here this tooth looks hopelessly tilted down underneath, going into the roots of the 6-year molar, and we have to do our little deal on here. So we'll put something, you uncover it and put a little spring deal in, bring it up and set it over there like that, and there it is. It looks like it's on top of it, but it's actually on the side, and set it up, and it moved that tooth up. Now this is 5 of 70, 5 of 86, and then you go back here, and this is 8 of 85. So we've got about 5 and 4, about 9 months there that it took us to raise that tooth up, apparently, but it raised it pretty good. And you get the tooth up, you keep that pressure on these roots, and you close the gap right in there. And the 12-year molar's coming in here, and I don't see her age up here. It looks like I see a 17 over there. Now here is the clips that they, and I don't know what they're cutting down the blood supply, what they had done. And now the wisdom teeth began to form back here, and the jaw is turning up, and there's absolutely no room in there for those wisdom teeth. So we sent her in and got them removed. Now you can see the wisdom tooth. Now this is the second molar that we took out of this deal here. You asked me, can you do them? This one's absolutely sitting on the side when we started it. I'm going to back up a little bit here, I think, and show you that molar again. Now, everybody, you don't even have to have any orthodontic stuff, but you can upright a tooth like that. But just bonding a wire on here that has a loop on it and come out, and then bond another wire on these teeth. But you'd have to get it while you had some baby teeth or permanent teeth coming in. You can do it with baby teeth also, and set that up. But look how it set that tooth up in that position. So you can upright, I just want everybody to understand, you can upright under any tooth. I've never run into one, and I've told you this before, that you couldn't upright. So here it is, and now we send her in and get the oral surgeon to do some extraction of the wisdom teeth. There's no way to keep those wisdom teeth here. We just don't have any jaw length back here at all to do that with. Now this is age 14, and this is 89 now, and we've been there a long time, but we had to wait on the permanent teeth to come in, and there was no convenient time to start and stop this. So you attach it, you get on something like this, it's just going to be a long-term type of orthodontics. here she is now. This is 1991, I believe, and this is the young lady. And this was the jaw that had the problem, and it didn't grow as good as this one over here. And you see the jaw is kind of tilted off to the side. But we'll look at her teeth. And her teeth are tilted a little bit also, but very beautiful, nice smile that she's got. And that even though the growth of the jaw on the right wasn't the same as it is on the left over here, this is not detracting from that young lady's appearance. It's still a beautiful smile, and so we were able to bring those teeth in like that. And this is the right side view, is 94, 91, and this is the left side of the mouth. It couldn't be a lot better as far as interdigitation and everything. And here was the palette when we started, and we drew the separator, and watch how big the palette got. In other words, it went from that to this. And then on the bottom, you can see where the teeth are sticking out here on the side. And here is the bottom, that was 82, and there it is in 91. Those teeth are lined up out like that, and you separated the cuspids. But you try to get the root just a little bit to the distal of the crown, and then they don't try to crowd up on you again. And that's pretty well finishes this. I hope you learned something from this, and hope you'll join our group and subscribe to it. And I thank you for watching. And I'm just showing uprighting a whole group of cases like we have. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to close out now and say goodbye.